Welcome. And we're here with Joe Patti. And if you guys can introduce yourselves.
Myself is, myself is Nihal Mehta. I'm the co-founder of Rainbow Secure.
Hello, and myself Dhaval Shah. I'm a CISO and CTO with Rainbow Secure.
Okay, welcome. It's great to have you here. I feel like we're getting to the end of the day, and Alex, you threw me a challenge. All of a sudden, you said we're going to have two people, but that's fine. More people, more fun. We're here to meet people. So, Nihal, can you tell us a little bit about your company and what you do?
So, my company Rainbow Secure is a color and style driven multi-factor authentication and identity access management platform where user can have a color and style as a part of their login.
That is very unique. I don't think I've heard of that before.
Yes, this is something new that we are introducing. Currently, people are facing challenges based on their dark web password they are stealing on the password they are selling on a dark web. Also, phishing, credentials stuffing, as well as keylogger, brute force, and MFA fatigue and MFA challenges next level.
Yeah.
So we try to solve this kind of login challenges by simply adding user interaction in form of color and style to make it more simple, more easier for user to use it.
That's not only innovative, that just sounds so cool. Color and style, doing that. It's not terms we hear a lot here in InfoSec. So, Davel, can you tell us a little bit about how it works? This is so unique.
It works very seamlessly. At first, you not even notice that how come suddenly my life became so colorful and secure. So, behind the scenes, we integrate our MFA plugin with your email, your cloud, your office, your ChatGPT, for example, any business application that you use. We provide this software plugin that works hands in hand with your software, whether it's a SaaS service or even a custom application that your company uses. So today, when you integrate Rainbow Secure with your, for example, Microsoft Office, what happens is that when you log into the office.com, you are presented with a secure sign-on experience driven by graphics. So literally, you can even have your first name Joe as a credential when you log into Office. Only thing that you have to do is that you have to format the word Joe, say with some background color or some font color, or just write Joe with J underline. So any graphics or any creativity work that you do with your login, that may be even your OTP that we send you. So that creativity is baked in into the credentials, and that is securing the accounts from the many of the cyber attacks that Nihal just mentioned. So this is how it happens that your creativity, what you do and what you know factor is securing the accounts.
So you mean when I go to log in, and
Yes.
I say my username is Joe, and I put Joe or I write it or whatever, and then I say, when I set this up, I decided I was going to use,
Yeah.
and I picked the shade of green and put it on there, and however else,
That's it.
and that's what authenticates me.
Yes, that's what
Yes.
authenticates
That's
you.
the thing I know, huh?
Yes.
So
Wow, that is so.
And we are not against of we are not suggesting only just use a just password based login.
Right.
You can use whatever company policy or workflow that you are using day to day life. Use same workflow, but add simple color and style into your bucket and make it more stronger as well as more easier for user to manage. Think we are the IT professionals. We handle the security, IT, uh, all the backend side of data, and we can manage block, unblock, we can assign access, all the stuff we can handle on a backend side. But as a user, think how simple, how easy that we are giving to them.
Yeah, that's so. Well, it's so interesting. There's so much stuff with authentication it's huge. IAM is the foundation of so much of what we're doing, especially in the cloud. But we all pretty much use the same things or the same variations. This is one of the most innovative things. Just the idea of it to do something completely different that I've seen in quite a while. So, okay, the most obvious thing I have to ask is if you pick a color that's essentially your credential you're going to use, there are a lot of colors.
Yes.
And they look differently on different screens, on
70
prints, and all that.
million, you
Yes. How does that work? I mean, how do you distinguish it all?
So we create a palette, security palette, in terms of what font colors, what background colors that your organization is offering to your users. So they will have a choice of the color styles, the font styles. They will have a choice of what they're offering to the end users, and the colors and everything is both visual and also the RGB codes that are there in the system, right? So users can have the selection of colors. Say, for example, I want to say make my password like Staples or Pepsi or Coke or Lay's something, or I can be doing more artistic. Say, hey, I'm gonna write my name in font Verdana. So any small creativity that I'm doing on my OTP or password that I'm input doing an input, right, that is actually becoming my habit, and it's becoming more, you can say that the GUI standard that is right out there now. So it works seamlessly whether you are using iPhone, you are using Android devices, Google Chromebooks, or even Windows laptops. So it works seamlessly same way on all the platforms.
Oh, okay. So you're using fonts and preset colors. So, but all those things in how do I don't even know
Yes.
the terminology for
So
it.
basically,
So
It's
you
like a
have
formatting dimension we are introducing in
yes.
login security.
And as I understand, see, as a business, you can select basic like a shortcut. You know how your application you are making a shortcut. Okay, this is this color that I want to make sure that I can give it to my like employee. So you can make basic default shortcut for your employee. But if your employee use out of 70 million, they click on the WordPress multicolor toolbar, select some RGB number, and use some hexa code. Anything they want to use, they can handle the security. They can use it. We are
oh,
not restrict for anything. Not saying any rules. No rules. You can use it any way that you like it. Any platform that you are using.
So the simple color palette companies can offer, like say different, say they can pick say 15, 20 colors from the millions of color sets available. So when I'm logging in to say, for example, I'm logging to my Chase Bank account or logging to my say, Fidelity trading account. So even if say my password is in blue color at Chase Bank, but it will not be the same as the blue color at Fidelity. So we are handling that complexity on the back end. For end user, he knows that my password is in XYZ shade or XYZ color. That's it. They don't have to worry about uppercase, lowercase, special characters, nothing. And no
Every time is
enforcement
unique.
of every time they can have so as simple as any password with say any graphics element that we are offering. So even your 4 character password is actually not 4 character, it's actually more than 300 character plus complexity of traditional character password. So we are satisfying the security requirements of different regulations, and also at the same time, because user experience is now graphical and simple, so users love it, and at the same time, IT people have a good time to handle the other pressing needs of the organization. So they are relieved that if the hackers are stealing the password from the dark web and applying on the company's corporate account, because of any weak cyber hygiene, say if you have an employee who is reusing his Facebook password on their office.com or any Outlook account, then it's not gonna be anything of concern to the IT executive, because they know that there is a formatting dimension involved. So stolen password from dark web, the cyber liability that businesses are facing today, that cyber liability we are eliminating. So the breach liability from past breaches are no longer applicable for the clients who deploy Rainbow Secure.
wow, that's interesting. That's you mentioned that's what I was trying to get to before. Do you have sufficient complexity
Yes.
and enough for all that? Which I figured
You
you
know,
must have a solution to it.
also it's like earlier people you must be heard about the captcha as a service.
Yes, yes. That
Yes.
well.
This is the smarter captcha that cannot have any
So
services.
you don't no longer need to have your end users go through traffic light solving and other puzzles because you are working with colors and style as a part of your authentication process. That is making sure that you are identifying the human user. And we have other smart elements in the authentication process so that know whether it's an end user really using a system versus some hackers trying to play tricks here by automating the hacking.
So all the modern techniques that people are using to like device registration, location registration, time registration. So with the help of AI, we are using that to monitor user and try to make sure this is the correct user. And if is something going wrong, we set up alert and take one step ahead to verify that user.
Oh, yeah. Well, that seems like the reality of how things
Yeah.
are now. The simple, you have the answer or whatever is, it's too easy. Things will be broken so much. So that's interesting. And the other thing I'm thinking of is just the previous interview I did. We were talking about the human element in
Oh
everything.
yeah.
And on my own podcast, where we have a guest in an upcoming episode who's talking about human factors, not
Yes.
user interface design,
Yes,
but
yes, yes.
human
Human
factors
factors,
in security, and really getting to the psychology of what works, what you can remember, all that sort of stuff. So this is totally reminding me of that whole
Yes.
scene.
Yes. Yes.
and we offer total flexibility of adopting these graphics elements in the security. So you can have a user say initially sign on with her info password, and then you can have step up verification through that OTP or other factors. So we can have a mix of the authentication strategy by role, by department, or by the sensitivity of the application they are authenticating into. So we are providing them with a seamless way to authenticate, but at the same time, mindful of the security needs of the given use case.
And human factor, I agree. Why they are a bigger challenge? Because security is very hard to use.
Yes.
That's why they are frustrating. It's not they don't want to use, but sometimes they are not able to one way. Like if I am not able to log in one time, two time, three time, I get frustrated. I just try to avoid that to use again. So the challenge is not like they don't want to use it. Sometimes they try to avoid it. It's because complexity, and we try to make it more easy and more fun.
But more fun too. When was
Yeah.
authentication ever fun? So
Yeah, so we
that's
made
just
it possible,
wild.
like,
The whole thought of it.
making the human factor the power factor in security. We are making.
Oh, that's great. How long have you been doing this? I've never heard of
So
this.
far, it's like 4 years we are working
4
this.
years? Okay.
Yeah. So we started our journey day before COVID.
Oh,
So we are
wow.
invited by Microsoft, and we are joined their accelerator. And next day, COVID hits.
Oh,
So
wow.
everything is going online. But we are like lucky to get security, Microsoft security people guide how to build this solution.
Oh, okay.
So, with the help of the Microsoft, IBM, and Google security expert, they are our mentor and they help us. Like, okay, what modern I authentication tool should be look like? How you can implement this? How you can achieve? And based on that, we develop the simple solution. Sometimes it's look like, okay, it's very hard to remember color, but think about 30 character long password and instead of one character with underline.
It- you know, it, I don't know if you've encountered this, but I was just thinking, um, speaking to the previous interview, we were
Okay.
saying like I jokingly like, oh my password is my son's name. I can't
Yeah.
so I can't tell you my son's name. I wonder, do people lean towards a certain color? Like, I want to hack this guy. What color is his car? What color is his wife's hair or something?
Yeah, that's true. Because see, let them guess it because each blue each pink color have a 255 different shades.
Right.
So
And we are not only just playing with the shades, we are implement as a font color, as a background color.
so they don't know whether it's
They don't know which is which.
Which is
which is
which.
what, or
And each
yeah.
interaction, like each guessing, work with the interaction UI. So when you are saying like when you want to guess one character, at least they have to interact at least 255 times.
Or even if we go back to example of Joe as a password in green, now Joe can be a password with J in green color maybe, or entire word Joe in a green color, or just write Joe with a background in the green, or just E in green background.
You
So
can
there
have
are
same
right
thing for
here,
your lifetime.
it's like
Just play with
tons
it.
of
Wow.
combinations, but mainly customers like it because the friendliness, the interaction they do, they feel confident that okay,
And
if I
some
do,
of customers, how they are doing, they start with the size or font name.
yeah.
Start from 1 2 month, next to other. So they start with the 10 size, then 20, 71,
Not only the
22. They
color,
are
but the
playing.
font styles matter. Like, you can just write literally your password Joe in font size 18 or in Times New Roman. So there's different ways to do it.
And they
Wait,
said,
wait. Do you mean people like voluntarily change their passwords
yeah,
just to make it look different? To
yeah.
make it look
So my
That's
customer,
wild.
my customer says it's like whenever we change that, we are more happy
Yeah.
because on back of our mind, we thought like, hey, we try to fool the hackers.
Just like, people put new stickers every 3 months. They love to even change the colors every 3
So they tried to trick hackers. They thought, okay, let me play. Let them
This
guess.
is so different than anything else.
Yeah, and
Wait, it's not April 1st, is it? I mean, this is for real. Gosh,
So-
this is great.
we invented a technology. We got the patents done, patent approved on our technology. So
And we got
yeah,
certified even.
the
Like,
DoD.
yeah, DOD certified we are. Also, we have VAPT testing this platform. We are currently working with this getting SOC 2 and ISO 27, as well as this solution is available to work with a WordPress to all the cloud SaaS application, including Windows, Chrome browser, all the
Chromebooks, yeah.
application. You can
Okta.
integrate with this password.
Wow.
So all the IAM players, cloud platforms, and SaaS applications, you can use this technology. Plus, we provide custom APIs to the developers who have been developing solutions, not many AI and other software they're developing. So our API will empower them to secure the platforms in a better way.
Oh, wow. That's pretty built up. And you're working with Microsoft and IBM and
Yes.
Google. That's some serious social
So
proof.
currently,
Wow.
we are a Microsoft partner as well as we are Microsoft startup.
Oh, great. Okay.
And also
So,
we are Okta partners,
Yeah,
right?
we are Okta partner,
Quite
partner,
partners.
and our solutions plugins available on the Okta, Microsoft, Checkpoint, and WordPress marketplaces.
wow. Um, I gotta ask, do you have like a freebie or a trial? Can we
Yes.
give this a
Yeah.
trial? This is so
Yeah, yes.
cool.
Please
Yeah.
try.
Yeah,
Try
please
our
try.
solution.
Just go to
And
website and sign up, or they can even
initially you
email
got
us.
a 30 days free trial, but
We
when
can
you give
extend,
us
yeah.
like a feedback or any videos review, we extend your free trial.
Okay. What do you extend it for? A podcast interview?
Definitely we extend that.
Oh,
We
great.
extend for a long
Okay.
time.
The review is very valuable for us. So we want to like a happy user and that makes our life.
Oh, that's great. That's great to hear. It's always good to see real innovation. And that's
Yeah,
very
yeah. You
interesting.
can easy to plug into your any of the Office or Google platform. Easy enough to plug into your websites too, because WordPress websites are also very notorious. So
Yeah.
Rainbow Secure plugin has been helping our clients break that hacking cycles they
know,
were going through.
right now, WordPress, they are only have a 16 character password.
Yeah, you cannot go further than 16
You cannot
characters.
go further.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And government are using a WordPress.
Well, WordPress is sure there are many WordPress fans, but being a defender, a security guy, it's some issues now and then.
Yes.
So yeah.
Agree. It works with all the web platform But this is the main big point, you can say that, because WordPress don't allow more than 60 character of password. And as a security person, as like, okay, this is the backdoor. And even, people are using a biometric, but if biometrics not work, what they use?
Right, back
Yeah,
to back to the
Password.
pin, back to the password.
Password or PIN.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, backdoor is open.
Man, it's still there. All right.
Yeah.
So are you are you doing a lot of conferences? Do you come around a lot? I imagine you are.
So we are used to go in cybersecurity event as well as uh, partners event and some small SMBs, because currently we are focused to work with the pharmaceutical company, healthcare provider, education, because kids, they don't carry a phone or OTP based login. So we try to work with education sectors, defense. That is, we want to serve a most.
Oh, that's a
So
good market
yeah.
for strong authentication. I mean,
Because
Yeah.
compliance sensitive, high security risk areas, like whether it's a defense, as Nihal mentioned, whether it's a pharma industry, whether it's a healthcare industry, or even in the fintech sector, they do need better security for privileged login users as well as traditional user roles. So we are trying to work with customers in those areas. So those customer base we're targeting, it comes from small to mid-sized industries. So that's the focus
When I
area.
started to work in cybersecurity, I heard one thing: CISO are not good having a good sleep.
that's true.
So we want to give them a peace of mind.
Yes.
Well, that's it. Well, the question that the classic question the CISO gets asked is, "What keeps you up at
Yes,
night?"
yes.
So
Yes.
you always say,
Yes.
They always keep monitoring the dark web to see if any of their employees' passwords are stolen on the dark web. So they ask them to change it right away if they find it.
right.
Yeah.
So
Phishing simulation,
Yeah.
every morning.
Yeah, you must
They
have
have to
noticed a
run.
lot of emails you see, like click by mistake. If you click that link, then they prompt you to send you the security training.
right. So is this your first time at SECON? It must be because I would have remembered you if you were here before.
No,
That's my
we are
guess.
like, this is our third year
Is it really?
to sponsor
Oh,
this
gosh.
event. Yeah.
Great. Well, we're happy to have you. I don't know how I missed you before.
No, we are like quite working in ISC Square, as well as Dawal is also member of ISACA. And we give how to use. Earlier, we just have a MFA product. But today, we are introduce our identity access management platform, where we are like give user to power to see their activities, as well as give a role based access, monitor them, as well as create user, add any application they in their workflow. So all kind of good works they can do that with the identity access management platform.
Also, we provide the detailed compliance audit reporting that they need for the ISO compliance, SOC 2 compliance, and other compliance mandates they have. So, out of the box reports and ability to provide them with a custom compliance reporting. That's the USP we have.
And SECON is like it's
It's a
very
good platform,
motivated and good
the
platform for
it's
us.
nice
Great.
community. ISC
Yeah.
Square is like a great community.
And
Where
great people,
great people.
security people, and they are always motivated us. I must say that.
No, that's great. I was going to ask you what brings you back to SECON, but I guess that's it.
Yes,
So,
that's the
Yeah,
answer. Yeah.
many people here, they are not only just mentoring me, they encourage me. Also, whenever I feel low, they push me back.
oh, that's great.
As well as they give me a good feedback. Where I'm stuck, they point me.
So
Even,
that we can improve.
the Nilufar who started ISC Square, and Gurdeep Kaur, who is ex PSNG CISO, they are not only just help me or mentoring, they give me a tool where I don't have to invest in tools. So they give me a security tools. Also, they come to my podcast, my event, and try to motivate me. So I'm always thankful to them. As well, I'm always thankful to Ken, who brings this platform to us.
Yeah, well, this is quite a
And
platform, isn't it?
many volunteers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
many of the ISC Square volunteers, they
they are
support us.
working very hard.
Well, it is. We've said it before, and I will say it again. A plug to all my colleagues here. This is all volunteer, all that you see, and
Yes,
it
they are
is
doing very
amazing what they
wonderful
do.
job, you know.
Wow. So let's see what else can we talk about?
Let me ask you one question.
Of course, I love it when someone turns it around on me and asks me a question.
So
Awesome.
do you any kind of involve in this kind of attack in your life?
Like, have you ever faced any such challenge where someone might have tried to take over your account?
Wow, you guys are great. You're trying to convert me to a lead right here on the podcast. That is awesome.
Not just read. We want to just review
No,
about you.
no, of course, this is one of the authentication. Like I was saying earlier, we all know listening. It remains foundational to everything. Whenever I talk to someone and we ask, what are the fundamentals? What are the most important things you have to do? It's always identity in the top three.
Yes.
Always.
Always.
And have I had problems with identity? Yeah, I've been doing this. I've been in cybersecurity for more than a week, so yes. Everyone has. I will really date myself. I was doing. Oh my God, I was doing. I first did single sign-on. It was probably in the 90s. I mean, when we first started playing around with web cookies and stuff. So it's come a long way. But the problem remains very big and very important.
Yeah, as a like AI and quantum computer going advanced, this problem is not staying same way.
It's
It's
gonna
growing
increase,
more
yeah.
and more.
Okay, so this is like so hip. You must be doing something with AI, right?
Yeah.
So on the back end, we have both. You can say that AI we are using for providing a defense, like AI monitoring, the risk analytics we are doing. But at the same time, we are stopping the hackers using AI to attack the
So
people because
you can say that
the
we are the using AI for good,
yes,
and we
Well, I
try
hope
to
so.
stop AI to making bad.
yes. So
That's what. Well, I hope you're the good guys. So you don't belong here. This isn't one of the bad guy conferences. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. Okay. So, have you all been in cybersecurity for a long time personally? Are you long timers? It sounds like you're not, Nehal, but
Yes.
right?
So he is working in like
about you can say like 12 plus years in security, data security, application and cloud security, and Neil has been
my
in a diverse
my is a
background she
diverse
has.
background.
Oh,
I
really?
am like when I start this company. Before that, I am a classical dancer. Yes,
Really?
I've been working on 18 year, 18 year on a stage artist.
Stage artist
Yes.
to
She has a mathematics background. She has she is a
Yeah.
computer graduate, and she is a performing artist.
I'm just floored. You guys are just full of surprises here. The
Yeah.
performing artist to a cyber startup
So
CEO. Wow, that's
my
awesome.
friends, they are so wonder. I just left my dancing career and start pursuing, try to work in the cybersecurity that I face the problem that no one else can face. So
Oh, that's great. Wow, that's awesome. Okay. Anyway,
yeah,
well, thank you so much for spending so much time with us. This was
Thank you.
this
Thank you
was
for inviting
thank you
us.
for
really
inviting.
interesting.
This is
Thank you for
amazing.
Appreciate it.
wonderful question, the great prompts. Yeah,
And thank you for you like sharing your experience.
yeah. It's very well.
That's what? That's what we're all here for. To share,
Yes.
to do it all. That's it. All of us, and But yeah, thanks again. Thanks for coming.